In this video, you're gonna learn how to make one of the most dangerous, criticized, and judged sides in Black cookout history. Have you ever had anyone walk up to you and say, "Who made the potato salad?" After this video, you're gonna be able to confidently say, "I did that." I'm Brittany, and this is A Pinch of Bliss TV. Let's get into making Black people potato salad. All right, so let's get into it. Now, I have been Black enough, long enough to know that our people are not a monolith. This is not to say that every Black person makes their potato salad this way, but this is an incredible base for you to start with. And this is what Black people expect to receive when they go to a Black cookout. Now, am I saying that only Black people can make this recipe? Of course not. That is not this type of party. But what I am saying is that when you go to a Black cookout, this is normally what you will eat for potato salad. I'm gonna teach you how to make the good kind, not mayonnaise, mashed potatoes, or icy pellet potato salad that you get from like a grocery store. That's gross. Also, during this video, I'm gonna give you some bougie boosts. What that is I'm gonna tell you some ways you can elevate the recipe, but do not, I repeat, do not try those bougie boosts your first time making it, and do not take it to the cookout, okay? This is for you to experiment with in the privacy and intimate session of your home. This is to try with people who love you and who will not revoke your Black card or take away your Black adjacent card, okay? The thing about Black people potato salad is that we want texture, but not a lot. The reason is because a lot of times, if potato salad is being brought to a cookout, it's outside. So if we're tasting stuff that's crunchy and chewy, we're wondering, have the bugs got to it, okay? So we don't want any surprises in the potato salad. We want it straight forward. Also, I'm gonna give you some safety tips because potato salad is in one of the RTE, it's a ready to eat food, and it's also one that's easy to get into the temperature danger zone. You do not wanna be the one to give everybody the runs because you didn't chill your potato salad properly. I'm gonna help you with that. Don't worry, I got you. Let's get into it. You are going to want to get a large pot. Now, we're not talking a big gumbo pot, but a nice size pot that you want to fill about halfway or maybe 2/3 with water. What I like to do is, without putting potatoes in it, I like to go ahead and get my water in that pot to a boil. I like to season my water, yes, season my water with chicken bouillon. I love this Knorr brand. I use it anytime I'm boiling potatoes, anytime I'm boiling pasta. I'm sorry, Italians, please forgive me. Anytime I'm boiling corn or anything that could use a flavor boost, I'm normally doing it with bouillon. Now, a bougie boost would to not use water at all and to use chicken stock, right? That's your bougie boost. I'm using red skin potatoes today, but I would say normally you could use a Yukon golden potato. A russet potato is fine. Today I'm using red skin and I'm chopping them into cubes. And the reason that I'm chopping them into small cubes is simply so they can boil faster. I don't like it when people boil the potato whole and then try to mix it up and break it up after it's piping hot. I'm not trying to burn my fingertips. So the smaller you cube them, the faster they cook. And I've already taken about 6 medium to large red skin potatoes. I rinse them in cool water with the skin on. After I peel them and chop them, I'm going to rinse them again in cool water just so any grit, dirt, or residue is not on them. I'm going to give you a bougie boost. If you don't want to try red skin or Yukon Gold or russet potatoes, a beautiful presentation would be purple potatoes. Can you imagine that beautiful, vibrant violet presented in a potato salad bowl? So I'm rinsed those. I've put them in my already boiling water seasoned with Knorr, giving it a quick stir to make sure it's incorporated. Now I have my cookie sheet. We're going to use that to cool the potatoes. Yes, cool them. I know you want to just start mixing eggs and mayonnaise immediately after potatoes are boiled. That's how people are getting sick. Both your boiled eggs and your potatoes need to be cooled completely before you start mixing everything. I'm going to sit this out on the counter for about 10 minutes. Then I'm going to move it to the refrigerator so it can cool to the touch. I want to be able to touch the potatoes and not feel heat. Okay? All right. Now, what I'm going to do next is I'm going to pick my seasonings, baby, because I got the baddest in the land. For this potato salad recipe, I'm getting your chef's kiss, mwah, and I'm getting your favorite Auntie because she always comes through at the cookout with the best dishes. These are going to add a beautiful color, and it's going to add a depth of flavor. Now, I know you're asking, Brittany, what if I don't have those? Don't worry, I got you. I'm not pressuring you to get my stuff, even though it should be in your counter. Anyway, so I removed my boiled eggs. I have about 4 chopped boiled eggs. And then I have 2 eggs sliced in half. I'm adding those cold boiled eggs on top of those cold red skinned potatoes. Now I'm using Duke's mayonnaise, of course, because what do you mean? What do you mean? Now, I'm not trying to get into an argument in the comments. Use whatever you use. But in this household, we're a Duke's family, baby. And we love it because it already has just the depth of tangy flavor. This is regular yellow mustard. Regular. I used a half cup of mayonnaise to begin with. I'm using about 2 tablespoons of regular yellow mustard, and then that green relish. It's sweet relish. If you don't want the sweet, use the regular dill, that's fine. But I have about 3 heaping tablespoons of sweet relish, and then I'm adding maybe about 2 teaspoons to a tablespoon of white granulated sugar. Now, if you don't have our spices, chef's kiss, and your favorite Auntie, then you're going to want about a tablespoon of salt, pepper, garlic powder, onion powder. You want a teaspoon of celery, ground celery seed. You also want to add a teaspoon of turmeric. I add a tablespoon of paprika, and that is just your basis for a really good potato salad. I have all of that stuff. See, we don't put the mayonnaise in, then mix it, then put the mustard in and mix it. No, we put everything on top first, and then we incorporate it. You see how I'm folding, push, fold, push, fold, push. This is how we avoid mayonnaise mashed potatoes. This still gives you the creaminess that you're looking for, but also it still gives you a little bit of texture. Remember, we don't want it smooth like Cool Whip, but we do want, just a little bit of texture with the potatoes and the eggs. And so I'm basically just making sure that everything is incorporated. You don't want a pocket of mustard that isn't mixed over here, and then another pocket of mayonnaise that isn't mixed over here, and the bottom of the bowl is more seasoned than the top. Remember, you don't want to overdo it on the spices. Why? Because if you're letting it sit in the refrigerator, which I recommend overnight, then those flavors are going to marinate, right? They're going to marinate, and it's going to be even more flavorful the next day. And it needs to cool. It needs to be in the refrigerator, and when you transport it, it needs to be with ice packs or on ice continually. The standard is 41 degrees Fahrenheit or below. Of course, we don't want to freeze it, but also we want to make sure that it stays chilled throughout. Now, hear me out. Don't just serve people that potato salad in the bowl that you mixed it in. You see all of that mess around the surface? That's not pretty. That's not a beautiful presentation. Get you your clean, beautiful potato salad bowl, and then go ahead and transfer it to the new bowl. And then right now, baby, you're done. All we're going to do is make it pretty. I'm going to get my boiled eggs, and I'm going to embed them in the top, for a little razzle dazzle, a little drama, put it on. You can always add more eggs. This is your recipe. Now, I will say, don't go too crazy if you're sharing it with others. This is smoked paprika. Simple. Not cayenne, not chili powder. This is paprika, right? And I'm just garnishing the top, not too heavy-handed. And then just for a little brightness, a little color, a little, drama in the presentation, I'm just adding up some sliced green onions. You don't have to do that, and I wouldn't put too much, but that's it. Y'all, it is so good. It is so good. Look how pretty that is. Take a look. Take a look. Now, honey, I'm giving this potato salad a taste, but I already know she's an icon. I already know she's a legend. Make sure that if you made it to the end of this video that you subscribe and turn on those notifications. And one last thing, we do flavor over here.